Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome me back to my channel because as you guys can see, I have been gone for a minute. Now I'm back again. No, I'm just kidding. But I've been gone for a while, and this is something that I constantly keep saying on my channel that I want to stop doing, is being inconsistent, because inconsistencies don't get anybody anywhere. So I'm back. We're going to chat. We're actually going to dig into inconsistencies and things I've been feeling lately while you guys get ready with me. We're just going to do a cute glowy look, something real simple, and we're going to talk. Let's talk. This is what I wanted to do on my channel, just kind of chat more. I got a couple of first impressions in here for you guys as well. Oh, and recently, which I'll do a separate video on this, but recently I also got a diva curl cut, my very first one, and it was kind of fire. So we're going to get into that in another video. Let's get started. So I already have brows on. As you can see, I had a meeting earlier, so I just did brows and concealer. But I'm going to take the concealer and the mascara off. I'm going to leave the brows on. But just so you guys know what I used for brow today, I just used my Chanel brow gel, and I used the ColourPop brow pencil. Boom, boom, to get a little bit of arch. My brows are growing. I'm using a brow serum right now, and they're growing out. So are my lashes. So I just want to keep the bush at bay. So just taking some Shiseido pads and some of my Tarte Micellar Magic Water. This is in Sephora already, but coming to Ulta's near you very soon. And I'm just going to wipe off this extra concealer I have on and this mascara. Oh, shoot, y'all. I think I'm breaking the dang thing. Let me see. This is supposed to be this way. I think this thing comes off. Okay. So I'm just going to take this off. This one's not a first impression because we had it showcased at one of our events not too long ago. So I was able to try it on clients. Not myself, but it worked really well on removing client makeup. This brow serum I'm really liking. I actually got it at one of the health and beauty trade shows when I was in Chicago working. So I'm probably going to go get another bottle of it in June when I go to the Vegas one. But yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about a few things after I wipe this makeup off of my face. This look is going to be really, really easy to do too. It's not always about doing crazy and adventurous looks, in my opinion. Can I do those looks? Absolutely. Sometimes it's just about doing stuff that people can follow or achieving something you see maybe in an editorial that's not dramatic. It's just simple, and you just want to see a technique that kind of creates or mimics that technique you're looking at. And that's absolutely what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to hang out, do a little movie night or whatever, so I don't really have the need to be crazy looking and super duper beat. Alright. So I got all of the makeup I wanted off, and I'm just going to start by putting on some Tarte base tape. Now I'm really oily. This is actually great because if you don't know, you're actually oily because you're not hydrated enough, so your skin is producing more oil. So this actually keeps my matte makeup on better than a mattifying primer. So we're going to use it. And while I'm doing this, let's talk, because I'm so used to being educational in makeup. And this isn't a tutorial that I'll go on and on and on about what products I'm using, why. And that's just not what this video is about today. This one's just kicking with the girls. So I'll touch on a couple things because it's not like some people don't want to know. But I'm going to try to keep it short. All right, and I'm going to put some lip balm on. This one is Sugar Rush. This is a sister brand by Tarte. This has lactic acid in it. I love it. And it smells good. So I want to talk about where I've been. I have been working my butt off with my 2 jobs, working for Tarte and working for Multimedia Makeup Academy, doing basically the same thing I do for Tarte, brand education, product demos, different ways to use stuff, why you should store it in your kit, etc., pricing. And I've just really been, to be honest, engulfed in just doing stuff for other companies and not really myself. I've been tired. I've been traveling. Thankfully, it's a blessing to travel for work, and both of my jobs allow me travel. And I've just been driving all over town. And it really, to be honest, has just made me lazy. I've got all of these plans to do things for myself, to further myself in my own pursuit of entrepreneurship and business. And I really haven't been keeping my own words. I haven't. Let me adjust this light for you guys. This was just Rainforest of the Sea concealer and tan. But really, it's just been making me lazy. I'll come home. I'll have all these plans. Let me film 2 to 3 videos a week. Right now, I'm studying 2 different languages. I'm relearning Spanish, so I haven't lost it completely, which I'm so happy I haven't, because I can listen to it and understand quite a bit of it. But it's the responding in a faster time and understanding the whole conversation. So I'm relearning Spanish, and I'm completely learning French from the beginning. So these are things that I've written down that I want to do. Get back to my YouTube channel. Start looking for a house to buy. I would like to be a homeowner. I'll be 30 this year in October. And I'm tired of renting. I'm tired of seeing my money go nowhere and then me claiming it back on my taxes. That's not enough for me. And I'm just ready to broaden my horizons. And I'm not doing any of that right now because I'm being lazy. And I've been going through a lot of self-doubt and lack of self-motivation. And I thought this would be a good time to chat about it, because I know there are other people out there that are going through this, especially if you're kind of getting to that change in your life, or you're getting to a certain age. And 30 is not old. I think you're as old as you feel. 30 is not old, but it's definitely a defining time, especially for me as a woman. And it's time for me to start really solidifying what it is that I want to do. Do I expect to be some rich and famous millionaire overnight or anything like that? No, I don't. But I definitely feel like I should have more solid things going for myself, and I should be more consistent. So this is what I've been going through. And I'm very, very organized, which you guys will actually see in a video. So it's not that. It's not me not writing things down or me not being organized in my life. It's just me being lazy and trying to figure out why I'm not motivated to do for myself. A lot of times I spend my days thinking about what I need to have prepared for work, for my day jobs. And that's great. You should always excel. If you're going to work for somebody, excel. Don't be lazy because you know that's not where you want to end up. Be great. You don't want any reason for someone to say you're not when you're working in a company, but that doesn't mean you take away from what you want to do. I'm using Face Atelier's Ultra Foundation. This is going to be in the color Caramel. I love this because it's illuminating and it has a nice soft matte, but not something that kind of flattens me out. And I've been going for a really nice contained dewy skin look lately, because usually my oily skin does not allow that. It allows me to be greasy, but never soft and dewy, like you see a lot of people being able to wear. So we're going to show you some techniques while we talk about these things too. But I'm just the type of person, I like to be transparent as possible. And I ain't been feeling it. I haven't been feeling going on these goals. I'm not even going to, this is not even exaggeration. I have a good minimum of 14 different books. I'm a big reader. I have a minimum of 14 different books I've started to read and haven't been finishing any of them. I have not been keeping up on my French lessons. And what sucks is I have a great memory, so I can remember my studying. So why am I not going on to my quizzes? Why am I not moving on to chapter 2? Why am I not going into the forums that they provided you when you paid for the program and going to study with other people who are learning the language? It's just things that I have to say I'm disappointed in myself about, because I'm not getting on the ball. And there's no way for you to say you're not going somewhere and blame anybody else for it when you're the reason. You're still a little bit behind. And I don't know if it's just, like I said, because it's my age. Maybe I'm picking up too much at once. That could be a factor, that I'm feeling so behind. Why I'm not feeling motivated. Is there like something deeper? So I'm still exploring that. And I'm hoping to find an answer. I know It took everything in me today, and I had a meeting with a really good friend who actually owns a few businesses, and he just motivated me to stop scheduling to do stuff later after I think. I'm a Libra and I'm a thinker. I will think until it's ran into the ground. He's like, stop thinking about the things you've already thought about and writing them down. Okay, I'm going to use today to think and do this, and then next week I'm going to start tackling my goals. He's like, just do it. Commit yourself to it. Stop thinking you have to do everything in one day. Break it down and get it done. And another thing that just, I think society gets everything going. Good old Airspun, by the way, is what I'm using to set my face. Is comparing yourself to other people, especially in such a social media driven world and society. And I'll look at other people my age or even younger, and I'll be like, man. And I'm never like a hater kind of person. I love when people are doing good. It makes me beat myself up. Like, why am I not kicking ass like I should be? Like, yes, I have a great job. Both of my jobs are awesome. But it's like, why am I not kicking ass for myself right now? What's going on? Or how can I get there? And I think looking at the success of others is super motivating, but sometimes it's discouraging. And I'm trying to figure out how to get out of that mindset. Thankfully, I'm not always in that mindset, but lately I'm feeling like, what are you doing? What didn't you pay attention to, like for the sauce, the recipe? But the thing is, there is no specific recipe for success. You've got your own path. You're going to have your own ups. You're going to have your own downs, and they're all going to be catered to your lifestyle and your journey. And you have to keep going. And I'm just working on getting back to that. I started back journaling, but even that, I haven't been consistent. When I'm consistent in my journaling, I feel amazing. I feel stable. I feel mentally just perfect, or as close to perfect as you can get. But when I feel like that, I'm like, great, I don't need to journal right now. I can skip a day or two. And that's not the case. If it's helping you, it's going to continue to help you by you continuing to keep it up. And these are just things I'm noticing about myself. I feel like once I get to a stable part of myself, I kind of plateau, or I slow down, or I start looking at everything like it's a race when you're here as long as you're going to be here. Time is basically a mental thing. You expire when you expire and you're no longer on this earth. That is when your time is up. Until then, all you have nothing but time. So it's how you use it. I've been sleeping a lot better. That's the perfect time for me to start doing things that I want to do for myself, because let's face it, the whole no sleep is going to get you closer to your career. You can't function if you don't get enough sleep. I've tried that. I had a hair in my mouth. I've tried that and that didn't work. So now I'm getting the sleep I need. I'm getting up earlier again. I'm going to work and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting deadlines for things work related done earlier on time. So when I get home, why am I not doing that for myself? Why am I not scheduling a YouTube video? Why am I not scheduling a post on social media? And I don't like, for me, I don't like superficial posting where it's just something for it to be there. I love a pretty picture. I love makeup. I love a cool outfit. But I wanted to still match who I am. But if I don't do it at all, or I'm overthinking it, then I'm not servicing what I want to do, you know? And so I just been thinking of all that stuff and just trying to figure out what is making such massive lack of motivation within myself. And I think a lot of it, honestly, guys, is just fear of being stuck. I live in Detroit. I live in Michigan. There aren't a ton of huge, successful YouTubers or whatever you want to call them that live here. I'm not a believer of having to move to LA or do something to be successful. Even if I got big, I just wouldn't want to live in LA. I don't want to stay here forever. But I think that you can, you can make it anywhere. I don't know. Like, I'm starting to just self-doubt. I'm starting to just be really doubtful of things that I want to do and get discouraged. And you can't. You have to know that your journey is your journey. And also, like, this industry is really oversaturated. And I'm just super not into becoming something I'm not to get success. So Another thing that I feel like makes me not motivated is realizing I want to stay true to myself and figuring out how to open up and talk about the things I want to talk about, or do the things I want, or be a variety channel without selling myself out. So that's where I am. That's where I am. I'm trying to grab any amount of motivation I can back just to do what I got to do. So I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to show you guys the next step I'm doing. As I stated before, I really wanted a more dewy skin look, but I still want the same components I would have without it. So what I'm doing is actually taking this Max Makeup Cherry Moya lip polish, and this is actually going to be my dewy or my gel base, because I can't do a dewy foundation. It just breaks down on me. And what I'm actually going to do is go into my Tarte Park Princess. This needs to come back in our stores soon because a lot of my customers are pissed that we have not had it in stock forever. But I'm going into my bar. As you can see, this is Well Loved, the darker shades. And I'm just going to scrape some off on the back of my hand. I mixed the colors Angle and Crown. And I'm going to do a nice gel contour on my face. So this gets a little hard because I have to actually shake it off to the back of my hand. I did not grab a palette. You guys are getting ready with me to actually go somewhere today, so I can't keep stopping. But got enough out. Just going to mix these two first just to get the base of the color I want. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my lip polish. And what I like about it is that it's not sticky. So when it's on my face, it's not transferring on everything. It just gives me the appearance of the wet look that I want for my skin. And I'm just mixing it on the back of my hand. Of course, it's going to look dark because it is mixed with a liquid component. Just like that. And I'm just going to bounce her on. Doesn't need to be crazy. I don't want it to be super chiseled. I just want it to be natural and have a nice creamy, liquidy finish. I had to get me some more head wraps too, because I'm obsessed and I mostly wear my hair natural. And I love to wear my curls up in like a faux hawk or a cute headpiece. It's my second day curls. I like them better up, even though they fall more, of course, on the second or third day. This is almost 2 weeks in, and I haven't put any other product in it, but I love putting it in my little hair wrap. Let me turn around so you guys can see how I twisted it. She's cute. Love her. So I'm going to get some more hair wraps. I wear them a lot. But back to the get ready with me. As you guys can see, I'm just warming up the perimeter of my face with my jelly component I've created with the lip polish. So I love to manipulate texture. And I love to make products work in multiple ways instead of one. And I feel like as a makeup artist, not just on yourself, as a makeup artist working on other people, you need to be able to do this for a lot of reasons. A, because it's going to save you time if you're working on multiple clients and you need to be speedy in your efforts. And it's going to allow you to not have a bulky ass kit that you're schlepping around every time on a job because you need this, that, and the other product. If you know how to use your products and make them work for you with less in your kit, you're going to get in and out the door and not be overwhelmed with a million products that you really aren't ever going to use or need to weigh you down. So products like this where you can mix and bend and manipulate are perfect. Had to take a breath there. So I'm just trying to soften this out so it doesn't look like I'm getting a connected stash there. But also that part is going to be blended out with some blush. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Like, if you end up watching this video, are any of you coming of age, late 20s, and still trying to figure it out? And for me, it's not even just trying to figure it out. I know exactly what I want to do. It's just committing to taking the steps every single day to get closer to that goal and not being afraid to ask for help from the people who are already there or beyond me. And I have a hard time with that. And it's not because I feel like no one can help me. I've never been that person. I just have a hard time feeling like if you ask people for help, you're bothering them. And so I don't. The person that I ask for help the most or advice, especially towards career, is my mother. She is a business owner. She's definitely in a different world of business that I want to be in. But the only way sometimes you can really make it is by networking. And if you don't do that, how are you going to know where to start? Of course, you can do your own research. And I think everybody is so infatuated with the thought of being self-made that they forget even self-made people had advice, you know. And when you keep that in mind, there's no reason to be ashamed of asking people to help you. And so there's a lot of things I'm just trying to work out. And I miss really just investing in myself. Like, I absolutely love helping people. It's why I like working for Tarte, because it is very artistry based. And I see a lot of people on the days that I do work. Working for the school, it's very people based. You're dealing with people, you're promoting, you're educating on things and why they are there in the industry. You're making the industry better. And I love doing that. But when you start hearing how good you are at doing this stuff from other people, you start to wonder, like, well, why am I not implementing this for myself? And there is no shame in working for other people. There are some people that have amazing lives working for people and they have moved up. But when you're not moving up, or you realize it's not as fulfilling as it should be for you, you know that there is something else. And I think that's just where I'm at. And I have to keep the ball rolling and I have to hold myself accountable. So I go through a lot of that. I go through just not being motivated to do things, and it's something I need to just work out, get out of my system so that I can move forward to a space that I am happy and I'm watching my goals cultivate. Like, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you can't be uploading like I do every 2 to 3 to 4 months or more and expect yourself to build any kind of audience, because no one knows when you're going to upload, because there's nothing that you've committed to it. So they just figure if they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. And same with my music. I'm so passionate about what I do. I know that I'm good at it. I would never invest time into doing music if I didn't feel like I was. If I felt like I was okay at music, just okay, I wouldn't invest in it. But I'm also that artist that releases songs once a year. Once or twice a year, and that is not going to get me anywhere as an independent artist, which is what I would like to remain. So it's consistency for me, and I feel like my lack of consistency makes me beat myself up because I'm hard on myself. And then furthermore, it puts me into this hole of not being motivated or going into this slight of depression. And you can't do that. You have to find ways to pull yourself out of it. If you have to take your day or two to get that laziness even out of your system and then get back on the ball. I guess these are just things that I need to do for myself. But I feel like it's important to share these conversations with other people, because somebody else might be going out there and really don't want to say out loud, hey, I'm not progressing because of myself. I'm not moving forward because I'm not putting in the effort that I need to for my dreams. Even if your dreams is to be the head director or the head editor or top designer in your company, it doesn't have to be working for yourself. But if that's your goal, if you're doing nothing to work towards it or make yourself stand out, how are you going to get there? So these are just things that I'm realizing. And my meeting today with my friend made me say, you know what, today it's time to get back into this. And I need to hold myself accountable. And I am the type of person, if I don't upload a video, then I need to be accountable on camera. That's the good thing about it. You can document things. It is a good thing about the world being super social media based, because you can document what you even said about yourself and hold yourself accountable. So we're going to move on to the next step though. But before I do, I know I have an old Boxycharm video down there somewhere that you guys actually like, but I am still a Boxycharm OG subscriber. I have been for like 6 years, maybe even more than that. And got my June box in. As you can see, I already opened it. I get so much makeup. Sometimes these things just sit. So I'm just trying to open everything and start getting it shelved. So this one has the, I think I'm saying this right because I've gotten products from this brand before. Alamar Cosmetics. Yes, Blush Trio. Medium tan skin tone. So perfect. And this is what it looks like. Boom. Super cute. Not going to swatch it right now. No, we'll swatch one. This color Seclusion. Ooh. That's pretty. Yes, honey. I actually like how sheer it is. Got that. We're actually going to use a product out of here today. I'm a huge Glam Glow fan. We have the Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. I am up to my neck in face cleansers. That's going to be a video in my beauty room tour because I'm also going to tour my skincare collection. But here's another one, I guess, to add to it. Oat amino acids. I love amino acids. I love good acids anyway. I'm actually doing, right now, I am doing the Philosophy Skin Peel. It's day 3. So I'm going to go through the whole entire skin peel and let you guys know how it made my skin look. And I do have before pictures. But we have that. So maybe I'll use that to wash my face tonight. My skin is sensitive, but I can't switch products without it freaking out and acting crazy. We have, I love a good nude lip liner, a mauve nude, Vintage by Jessica Liebskind. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is in the shade Mocha. So that's really cute. That's right about where I like my nude lips to be, or a little more brown. And then I wore this yesterday, Steve Laurent. This is Posh Lip Gloss. It stayed beautifully non-sticky. I actually wore this to my meeting earlier, and I love to pair it with a darker, more brown lip liner. I fully line my lips, and then I put the gloss on top. Super pretty. And then this product is the 5th one. They usually give you 5 or 6 in Boxycharm, and it's $21 a month still, which I like. And they have Boxy Luxe now, kind of like FabFitFun, where it's quarterly. I subscribe to that and FabFitFun. So a really good way to build your kit, by the way, or your collection. So just keep that in mind. These subscription boxes. This one is Eye Luster. I think it's Ciate. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I've been wearing their products for a while, but this is Ciate London, a couple years now. This is their cream eyeshadow. We are going to use this today to contribute to this nice Get Ready With Me Dewy Wet look. I'm looking for the name, though, of this shade, Cupid. You're going to see this one swatched on my eyes, so I'm not going to bother swatching it on my hand. So we got our subtle, soft, creamy contour, jelly contour on, just where I want it. I'm going to put this box, today's trash day, so I'll be getting rid of that. I just put my blush on. This is Feisty. I just put that on with my beauty blender, and it just gives it a nice, like, creamy effect. And we're going to do the same thing for my highlight, but we're going to work on eyes first. So I'm actually going to grab a shade that I really, really love that I haven't used. This is actually my second one of it. This is Creme Brulee. This is by Makeup Geek. I absolutely love Makeup Geek. And you don't see a lot of people using Makeup Geek anymore talking about it, but formula is everything and always has been. Just creamy, beautiful shadows. I love compact shadows that I can take along with me if I need to travel and if I'm working on a client, because it's actually part of my business plan. I would love to have my own storefront with products and clients I could work on, but I want it to also be event-based where people can learn or do little events in my store, which would be really cool. But this would be good. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that. I have no eyeshadow primer on. As you guys see, I didn't put on any. And I'm just going to sweep across the lid. Sweep across the lid. Give it a little bit of color there. This serum is working really good, but it's getting kind of hard to conceal the strayaways, and I'm just simply not ready to do any kind of plucking because it is working so well. I'm just giving a transition shade for our wet Ciate London look, though, or our eyeshadow. But yeah, guys, I want to buy a house. I do. And I'm by no means some wealthy millionaire. You don't have to be to buy a house. But I'm just ready to have something of my own and really build it up the way I want it to. I have 3 pets, and it is hard in Detroit now, or anywhere in the just the Michigan area. It seems really hard to find places that will accept 2 cats and a small dog. And those are my babies. I'm not willing to give them away for the sake of a rented space. So I've been apartment hunting since last week, and I'm just finding the apartments are gorgeous. They're exactly what I want. And if they are pets included, they're expensive, or they're not expensive. They're in an area where somebody who gets a ton of packages from their job like me, it just wouldn't be safe when I'm not home to leave them there. Like I can leave them here where I live now. Or beautiful, exactly what I want to pay in price range. Either you can have cats, you can't have dogs, or you can have dogs, you can't have cats, or neither. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to compromise anymore. I don't want to compromise anymore. I think I've been super scared at the thought of buying a house because I know repairs, maintenance, these are kind of things I haven't had to deal with on my own. I've definitely maintained a house. I've had 2 houses that I've rented, but I don't know what it's like to have to pay a plumber, or say if my furnace breaks down, or maybe the roof needs help. And these are things as a single woman, a working woman who has multiple incomes, it's hard, you know, it's scary. So all those things, I've taken them into account, and they have just kind of pushed me away from owning a home. But you know what? Now I'm ready. I'm not scared. And I think it's perfect, especially for the things that I plan on doing for myself. So I think I don't even think, I know I am calling off the apartment hunting. I definitely made the decision today. As I said, my mom is my best friend. My mom does own a business, and she's very, very smart. She's also very handy, and she's all in. She's going to help me, and we're going to start looking for houses to purchase. Doesn't need to be some crazy house. I actually want a fixer-upper in the city right now. Detroit is definitely being gentrified, which is a good and a bad thing, especially if you grew up in Detroit Black and you know what it was before. You see a lot of people who were there, or a lot of businesses who were there that have been pushed out. But because this is happening, the value of a home purchase there is greater. So I'm definitely going to move back to the city. And for my job, with all of the driving that I do, I'm actually a lot closer to all of the many different stores and Ultas and Sephora's that I have to visit. And now salons, because I do salon demos for my other job. So a lot going on. And I honestly think that that decision actually pumped me up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to film a video, and I'm going to talk about this. I don't want my page, like I said a couple videos ago, I don't want my channel to just be makeup tutorials. I know how to do makeup. I know how to do other people's makeup. I know people are still wanting to learn how to do it, but it's things on here that people still want to talk about or relate to. So I'd rather be a variety channel. I don't want to put myself in one circle. And I know a lot of the influencer or the social media books that I have been reading have said that, but that's one of the pieces of advice I'm choosing not to take. I can be a variety channel if I want to. And if it doesn't become lucrative, doesn't mean I don't love it. I never started YouTube to be famous. I had my YouTube page since I was about 18, 19. We had them just to have them when I was a teenager. We just wanted a channel so that we can actually watch other people's stuff, or just put up little clips of singing. So it never started off as a job anyway, you know. But I'm going in anyhow with my eye luster. But before I go and do that, look how pretty that crease is. I would just on a regular day wear that by itself and maybe brush it down as another more wash of a color and go. Look how creamy that is. There is no primer. So y'all should definitely check out Makeup Geek. But here we go. I'm going to put this on here. Because I do want it to be a really pretty wet look. Actually cleaned out a ton of expired makeup, gave away a ton, put some in a raffle for a Tarte event we got coming up that customers can win. And I also traded and sold some, and I'm still buttloads in of makeup. But I feel less cluttered. So when I do my video, which will probably be the next one, I'm excited to actually do a room tour. And it actually had me discover all of these beautiful pigments of shadows and lip colors and tools that I had. And that's the beauty of organizing. But you guys are going to love it. I even have an inventory closet of things. So I'm not trying to make this super perfect. I just want it to be symmetrical. And I want it to give me that nice glossy look I'm going for. And sometimes I have a bad habit of ending my shadow at an angle because I'm so used to smudging it out that way. But I want it to be more rounded today. You can totally blend this out with your fingertips when you're done. I'm just going to take what's left of creme brulee on my brush and just smudge it out. And I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see it. Because you know we ain't got no camera crew over here. Ain't no camera crew. So you do that zooming in stuff yourself. This is Eastside Productions. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm always on a search for something to give me that nice glassy effect. Because I just think it's pretty. And if it doesn't crease, that's a plus. So come on, Boxycharm and Ciate. There's a little corner piece right here, though, that I want to fix up. Another thing I'm going through. And my vendor buddies and my close girlfriends crack up. But finally they see what I'm talking about. And this is by no means me body shaming or assuming I am fat or overweight. So please don't take it that way. But like I said, I'll be 30 this year. I have been on the depot shot for many years. I think since I was 20, 21 years old. And also when you turn 30 and you don't drink enough water like me, and I do have a pretty good diet, still could be better. But when your metabolism slows down, you get older, you've been on something like the depot that has been known to have people, not every person, but people gain weight. Things kind of start sticking. So I've actually, like I said, by no means do I think I am fat or overweight or anything like that. But I have definitely gained, I think the last time I went to a checkup, 15 to 20 pounds. I was only like 100 and something in the first place. So I'm gaining some weight. I got a gym membership just to tone and gain muscle, but I have ain't been going to that either. And that gym membership is not cheap. But I'm also getting used to weighing just a little bit more. I'm not a million sizes in clothes up. I am a size or two up in jeans. And I'm like realizing I'm a lot hungrier than I was years ago. And I'm just trying to adjust because, like I said, you have something like birth control and age, and you put them together, and then you have bouts of laziness that can go south real quick. So it's time for me to get it together. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm running out of camera space because I'm shooting in 4K. So I got this blended out how I want it. Nice little glassy look. I'm going to dump this over onto my hard drive and we'll be back. I'm back. Okay, so I always have to take my files off of my SD card and then I have to dump them onto my hard drive on my computer because I am shooting in 4K and it does take up a lot of space, and my cheap butt need to get a bigger gigabytes of card. So that's next on the list. But as I was saying before I did that, is that yeah, motivation has left the building and I'm gonna need her to come back home because I haven't even been going to the gym that I spend quite a good amount of money monthly on. So I just have to get it together. But like I said before, I just think it's really important to share it. You never know who's going to relate to you and what you're going through. I think we get so afraid to share things in this world, unfortunately, because we have gotten into such a brutal time in our world where you get attacked for saying something, or you may say something out of context, or you're offending this person or that community or this community. But you know what? I'm not even going to lie. I definitely know how to word things with doing my best not to be offensive. But at the same time, I'm kind of old school. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I've never been a person that has been afraid to share personal things. And I feel like a lot of people should share a little bit more. Yes, there's definitely a reason to be private and calculated in certain things you do. But I think when we are so worried about what other people think, and that is our reasoning for not sharing, you actually do yourself a disservice, because then it's sitting on your chest. Then it's weighing your mental down. And I'm actually reading a book right now called Master Your Brain, and it's literally how to work and control every component of your brain, because it is a big machine and we only use 10% of it. So I'm learning how to use my mind. And one thing that's not good for it is when we sit around and we try to hold everything in just to be publicly correct, or hey, I don't want this person to be able to use this against me later because I said it. It's like, you know what? If you feel strong in your convictions or your thoughts, stand by it and do as best as you can to express yourself without being offensive. But at the end of the day, sitting there and not sharing things or talking about what you're going through is not going to hurt anybody but you, for real. So here I am talking about me just, just being a lazy butt, going through a fear phase of getting ready to be 30 and feeling like I just don't have a lot of stuff for myself. And I'm ready to change that about myself, picking up a couple of pounds. I'm sure to be people like, oh my God, I'm like two of you, or you are skinnier. That doesn't matter, because it's how I feel. I don't feel heavy. I know I need to maintain it, because 20 pounds can be 40 pounds. And when you're short and your body frame is small, you need to, you got to be healthy. And you can definitely be smaller like me and not be the healthiest. So all I'm saying is that I am getting adjusted to change, or I'm trying to adjust to change. And I am noticing that I have way more interest in food back to back. I love food, but like to the point where I got to eat shortly after. And when I do eat things, especially junk food or sweet things or meaty things, I don't eat a ton of different meats. Like I don't eat pork. I really don't eat beef. I'm trying to get it to where I don't eat any of that at all. That it sticks and it stays. And I'm just trying to work that out and tone it up and turn it into healthy weight gain. So right now it's just kind of sitting there on my little tiny body, and that's not going to work for me. But we're going to get back into this get ready with me. And the sun has come out. Fun fact about me though is the sun is great if I am doing something outdoors or going swimming, but I prefer rain. I love rain. I love thunderstorms. I'm the type of person that's out there dancing or wanting to go shopping or hit up a coffee shop. I absolutely love water. So, and I like it to be like darker, gloomier, so I can put on a candle or have really cool lighting. I'm just a rain kind of person, but the sun's coming out. It's been kind of gloomy all day, so I can't complain. And it has rained. So got our creme brulee on. We got our Ciate London, Cupid, little shine eye. And I was able to check this out in natural lighting, the lighting I'm in now in my studio, and more fluorescent lighting. And I'm just absolutely loving how the mixture of the powder with the polish for my contour came out. I really like it, so I'm happy about that. So we're going to move on to cheekbones. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a mixture again. So see how one product I can do most of my face with it? I even wore a glossy eye the other day and it just stayed. So I'm going in with the Newbie. I'm sorry about this heavy breathing. I just came from downstairs. I'm out of breath. But this is the Nubian by Juvia's. This is their loose highlighter. I absolutely love this. What I do not love about this, though, is the packaging. Way too much comes out, and it drives me crazy because more of it will be on my studio table or my pants or the floor than it will on my face. And it honestly just disperses too much product. That's the only thing I would change about it. But other than that, obsessed. So I want to take the back of this highlighting brush and just put some on the back of my hand because I want a nice like peachy gold glow. There's already some all over my table and I'm trying to be as careful as possible. So when they make more of these colors, they definitely need to change the filtering a little bit. Like I like that the holes are bigger so you can get more of your product, because some of them are so tiny that you have to open the entire package. But this is so wide that it's just pouring out and it's driving me crazy. So going back in with my Cherry Moya lip polish. Just a little dab there. That's what it looks like before I mix it. And I'm just going to do what I did with the contour. So yesterday when I did this look, I did more of a iridescent loose powder, and I used it from Danessa Myricks. It was super pretty. Today I just want a little bit more warmth on my cheeks. My everyday glow, when I just want something really simple, or maybe I do a super fun eye or a popping lip and I just want my skin to be glowy all around, I do the Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil. I love this stuff. It's so pretty. And this is Flicker. So I use that a lot. And she, by the way, is the nicest person ever. I met her at IMATS. Her booth was next to ours with my job, and she was just a treat. She was so sweet and friendly, and we gifted her one of our sanitation kits. So it's like education on sanitation and bacteria and what diseases are out there that you can cause your clients if you aren't sanitary with your makeup tools. So we gifted her a kit and some Detroit snacks because it was in New York. So just a little piece of the kind of sweets and treats we have here. And she actually gifted our team a really, really nice cream multi-use palette that I cannot wait to play with on camera and also to play with on clients. So she was awesome. So sweet. I absolutely love the way she wears her hair. And I got a few products from her. And it just feels good when, like, the creator of a brand that becomes well-known, you actually get to shop with them and support them and the day that they're there. It's a good feeling. Got to meet Kevin James Bennett. He was amazing. Exactly how he is online, just to the point. Very funny and outspoken. Sir John was amazing. So that's the cool part about actually working in the field and being a working makeup artist, is you get to meet some awesome people when you do stuff like that. And that's the cooler part about my job. You definitely get to network and you get to be really close with other people that do makeup like you. So it's really nice to network and keep in touch. I know I love to. I love to keep in touch with my other vendor girls and guys. So that was awesome. And next show that we're doing with Sanitation Conversation, which is a part of the company from my other job. This is not Tarte related. We are doing the health and beauty show in Vegas. So it'll be my first time in Vegas. It'll be my third trade show. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I cannot wait. It's going to be a good time. But there you go. You see how nice and wet that looks? I love that, and it's going to dry down and stay like that on my oily skin because I have to end up mattifying it usually. And yeah, I do have products like gel-based products and things I've used before, but they still had too much of a slip to stay where this doesn't. And then it's not tacky where it's sticking to everything, but it'll stay like that. And I don't have to worry about mattifying it or just enjoying this glowy look for about an hour. So that makes your girl happy. I'm not doing nothing with these edges today. They're going to stay up under this scarf because every time, no matter what edge control I use, mine, they just curl up. And I do have very coarse and thick and kinky hair, but my hair just, nope. So we're going to do what we do here and just leave it under there. So got my glow powder. Good old Juvia's on here. And we're going to do a lip. I'm so funny because I do my lips last. Lips and then my lashes last. So this is something that I like to use to actually create a base that locks in the moisture underneath for a liquid lipstick. I love liquid lipsticks, but they're really drying. Let's just face it. So this is the Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm. Yes, this is a really good primer, but, and I've been using this more just because I feel like it's been keeping my matte longer. But this I've been using for cheekbones and to lock in whatever gloss I have under, because if I put a gloss under, obviously it's going to break down the liquid lipstick formula. Always does. This is more of a, like, how can I explain this formula? Almost like a mousse or like how silicone will feel. But it's really soft. And whatever is underneath it, it does lock in. So I like it as a primer, but I really love it as a base for a liquid lipstick so that I can wear it. The product stays, it's not fading, and my lips feel good. They still feel hydrated underneath. So I'm going in now with my long-lasting liquid lipstick from Ofra Cosmetics. So I've been using Ofra Cosmetics so long that I am still a part of their original pro membership team. I wonder, does it even still work, or if they still have it? If not, I love their products enough to where I would just buy them full price. But this color, kind of just matching it slightly with my scarf. I wonder, should I try my Fenty lipstick with this, because I haven't used it in a while. Sis cracked on me a while ago, and we're gonna give her another chance. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm always going to be obvious. I'm always going to be honest about a product, even if it's Tarte. I don't care if it's a company I work for. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I bought Saucy when these lipsticks first came out. I was so excited, and I wore this to a networking event for makeup artists, and I had the most beautiful African patterned dress on. I had like a really pretty blue similar to this and orange accents that matches lipstick, and in every picture it was crumbling off and just all over my cup. It's not transfer proof, but it was like balls of product, and I'm sorry, I hated it. I just did not like it, and I put it up, I tried it again, reapplied it, cleaned off my lips, primed them, did the same thing. I didn't like it. I did not like it. So I'm just going to try it again because it does match my scarf a little bit more, and have no problem with giving products another shot. So here we go. I really like the match of it for my head wrap. And let's see if it performs with this balm. Why not? We love us some Riri. I do. Okay. And sometimes your lips just crusty. What if your lips just crusty and that's why that's happening? But that day it wasn't. Okay. I wish it was more opaque. And I'm not going to say it's because of the primer, because I put other lips over this and it's really nice and opaque. But that's okay. I'm really happy I chose this because it does match the head wrap more. I'm going to do a couple layers. It's definitely catching a little bit. Let me try something now. But the color is everything. It's really pretty. I love orange lipstick. I'm going to go in with this Boxycharm. And I said June earlier, June box. This is definitely the May box because we're still in May. I'm going to go in with this a little bit though. I just want to see what that'll look like. I feel like these two together might be something in life. This might be what make me go to the gym tonight. Or tomorrow night if I'm going somewhere today. So I got that on. I'm going to wipe off the excess. And I'm going to just use my finger to kind of pat the color in together. And just merge the two a little bit. Okay, yeah. Warmed it up just a little bit without taking that pretty orange hue away. I like it. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with my current favorite combo. And this is Opening Act. I use it so much, there's no more writing on it. This is a mascara primer. This one actually does have rice proteins in it and some vitamins, so it does help to silk and condition and promote a little bit of growth in those brows. Been using this for a couple years. And then Grande Mascara. This is Lash Boosting Formula Mascara. They also have a brow and lash serum that works really well. So I'm going to use those both. Look at that though. She's swimming. Grab my little bottom lashes. Help me to see them too. I just got a new Estee Lauder mascara somewhere around here too. Going in with my Grande lash. I like the brush. I'm trying to remember, did I buy this mascara or get it in a box? I think I got this in either a FabFitFun or a Boxycharm. Boxycharm stay coming with the good mascaras. But they basically have to claim my firstborn for me to unsubscribe to them. Because it's just a good box. I used to have glossy box, but they started getting real lazy on the kind of products they were putting in there. I might bring them back and give them another chance and see if they improved actually. But Boxycharm just does it. I'm sorry. She's cute. You guys will be seeing an influencer review from me, or two actually, my past box and the current one I have soon. Like I said, I'm going to say it on camera so I can hold myself accountable for things. So she has bottom lashes now. I'm going to finish this other one off and then we're going to conclude this video. All right. We are done. I am all prettied up. I have the glowy look I want. I got to sit down and kind of just let you guys know what's up, what's been going on with me. And these are the type of things I like to do. This is what I like to do. I like to talk about what's on my mind. I think if you have platforms like these, why not use it for that? Showed you guys some really easy, super cool techniques, especially for you oily girls that don't want your oil to be the reason you're dewy because it just keeps building up. This is a nice, really pretty, creamy look that you can wear all day. This is my maybe 5th or 6th day in a row doing my complexion in this manner, and I just change up the tones or products that I'm mixing it with, and it stays really well. So that's it for me. I'm gonna see you guys very soon, and I hope you all have an amazing day, night, wherever you are. See you on the next video. Bye.